Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a makeup look on this look that you see right here. It's a very fall look, I would say. It's purple and orange and brown and a little bit of red, a little bit of glitter, little green on the eyes as well. So if you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette just because I did say in my last video I was going to use it next because I did do a look and like I said, video didn't come out great, so I'm going to redo it. I'm going to recreate that look, but I might change it up a bit. So let's do this. I am going to first go in with my Morphe M504 brush. This has been my favorite brush for blending out eyeshadows, putting color in the crease. So I'm going to take that. It's nice and fluffy. And then I'm going to go into this palette, and I think I'm going to start with I'm gonna start with Eden right here, which is this really, really pretty like orangey creamsicle color. And I'm gonna use that for my transition. These shadows do have a lot of fallout here, if you can see. I don't really care about kickback or anything like that, so it's fine because hence why I do my eyeshadow first. So I'm just gonna go in and apply that as a transition. I like to add a little bit of color at a time. It allows me to slowly build it up opposed to applying too much and trying to get rid of some. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with that beautiful orange color called Blazin'. It looks like this. It's this color here. And I'm using the same brush. And I'm going to apply that a little bit underneath my transition shade, just so you can kind of see, you can still see that transition peeking through. And I'm just going to deepen it up a bit. My eyelids are so dry today. Okay, make sure it's nice and blended. Just take your time. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to add a little bit of that Eden color, which is that nice creamsicle color that we started off with. And I'm just going to blend, ooh, it's a little too much. I'm going to blend all that out. It's going to help transition, well, not necessarily transition, but it's going to help blend that purple with the transition and that orange color so that it's not too harsh of a line. There we go. Next, I'm going to go in with my Morphe 5441 brush, and it looks like this. And I'm going to grab some of this chocolate color here. I'm going to use that to kind of deepen the outer portion. No. I'm going to mix that color with Chiffon, and that's a red. I'm going to mix those two together to deepen out the outer portion of my eye. I'm going to make it more like a cranberry color instead of like more brown or more red. Grab some more. keep deepening it up. So now I'm going to add some glitter because that's the beauty of this palette. Well, some shimmer. That's the beauty of this palette is that it has a really pretty pretty glitter as well as some pretty shimmers. I would do the glitter, but what I'm going to do is this pretty shimmer here, which is called a retrograde, the lid, but I kind of over top of that purple color. But I've noticed that it applies better with the glitter glue. So I'm going to apply my NYX glitter glue. I'm going to apply that to my lid. I'm going to use a Morphe 124 brush, which is my favorite brush for packing on shadows as well as applying glitters and glues. So I'm going to take that brush and I am going to put it right on top of the purple. So like halfway. Like that. And do the other side. I'm gonna go in with that same brush and I'm gonna grab retrograde on it. If you notice, it kind of, with the glue stuck on there, it kind of acts as like, I don't know, mix a medium, like a paste kind of, to make it thick. So it'll be better applying it. Look at that. Oh yes. I love it this way. I feel like I get the true color when I use a glue to apply it, opposed to just putting it straight on. Yeah, look how, like, just a comparison from this eye to this one, like, it really makes it pop. It's so pretty. So now what I'm going to go in back with those shadows, because I don't want it to look like glue, not glue, glitter's just sitting, glitter or shimmer's just sticking on my lid. So I'm going to go back in with my 504 brush. And this time I'm taking that purple shade, that amethyst, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle it a little bit in the center. Like that. And then I'm going to go back in with Blazin' and Eden, so that orange and that creamsicle shade, and I'm just going to make sure everything's blended out. I always take my eyeshadows and I go here with them. I just like to, I like how it looks. I feel like when I don't, it just, I have small eyelids, so I do that to make my eyelids seem bigger because I'm putting more shadow on, so that's why I do that. Okay, and then I'm going to take that same brush and then I'm going to go back in with Oud, which is which is that dark brown shade, and I'm just going to just kind of wiggle and blend like that, and then same. So that's almost all of the eyes. Now I need to pop in a highlighting shade at the top. I don't find that I like anything in here for a highlighting shade, but to try to stick true to the palette, I'm going to go in with Desert Sand. I personally prefer a shimmer when I do that. When I prefer a shimmer as a brow bone highlight. So with that being said, I'm still going to apply this. To me, this is just like equivalent to me using translucent powder. I don't really like colors like this on my brow bone, but it would be nice to set your eyeshadow base. Just because I like a little, when I do my brow bone highlights, I'm gonna mix Nefertiti, which is this golden shade here. I'm gonna mix it with a light hand over top and Hope it's not too, wow. Okay, that's giving me more of what I need in terms of a brow bone highlight, a little glimmer, a little shimmer. Okay, well that I like. Take it a little like that. Okay. So now I'm going to clean up the sides of my eyeshadow, and then we're gonna start on the face, and then we'll go back to the eyes. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the face makeup. I typically use, what I've been using for primer is the Hangover by Too Faced. I'm not really a fan of it, but I bought it, so I've been using it. I'm almost done with it. I've been using that mixed with MAC Strobe Cream and Gold Light. But what I'm gonna use today is gonna be the Dr. Brandt Pores No More's Luminizing Primer, just because I do have pores, and I don't feel like either one of those do anything for pores. Well, I know for a fact they don't. So I'm gonna apply this. What I'm excited about is that this is supposed to fill in your pores as well as, I don't know, luminize your face. So we're gonna apply that to our face. Some forehead down here. And then I'm gonna go in and rub it in. Just to see. I don't know if this is really pore filling, but I do really like how it feels on my face. But I don't feel like it's filling my pores. Is it supposed to? Well, it doesn't say, but I'm wondering if it's, if anyone's tried this, do you notice that it fills your pores? Because I still have some. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more to my face and see, concentrating it where my pores are. And I'm going to rub that in. Just kind of like press it in, I think. Because it's mentioned in my haul, I was going to get the oregano one because it's supposed to like fill out your pores. So I didn't want anything mattifying to go with that foundation because it's pretty matte. I wanted something with some luminosity. I would say it like fills your pores like a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know. Urban Decay, in my opinion, makes a better one for pores, but we'll get into that in a later video. So next we're going to go with the foundation. I'm going to use the Rihanna Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm in the color 310. So this is her Pro Matte Longwear foundation. And I believe when I went to Sephora, you ever go to Sephora and you have someone help you and you feel like they gave you too light of a shade? I'm pretty sure this shade is not my color. I know for a fact it's not my color. It's way too light. However, I'll lose my tan a little bit in the winter. I can also bronze it up, so it is what it is for right now. I am gonna go back and get like an actual shade that matches me though, because this one, as you can see, is way too light. So we're gonna work this in first because this foundation sets pretty fast, and yeah, I'm used to kind of dotting my foundation everywhere and then going in, but I almost forgot with this one. So as you can see here, it's starting to darken up, which people say it oxidizes, so it's really not that bad once it's oxidizing. So maybe this shade is gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna press that in, and I'm using my Marc Jacobs face brush on the face brush too. This brush is definitely worth the money. So I'm gonna put that in. I will say that this foundation does give me a nice finish. It's a little see-through though. Like I can still see some of my scarring. I don't really have much scarring, but At that point, I usually just let some sit right there. So I'm gonna go in on this side and apply foundation. Okay. What I've been loving for foundation, in all honesty, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear mixed with the Giorgio Armani Silk Foundation. Alright, so now I'm gonna add some foundation to my forehead. When I'm grabbing this off my hand, I'm kind of rubbing it in a little bit just to warm it up. And go back in. Okay. So as I was saying before my camera decided to die on me, I like those two foundations a lot better. That's just my preference. I just want to show you guys how this one's looking. Plus I'm using some products that I haven't used before in this haul. So I kind of just, not this haul, this video. So I kind of just wanted to use some stuff. And I've only used this a couple times. It does wear nicely throughout the day. It does not wear off. So I do like it for that purpose. But I'm still like loving my little concoction with the Double Wear and the Giorgio Armani. So that's what I like. I'm doing that thing where I stare up at the viewfinder again. So after that, I'm gonna go in with concealer. I do like the, what is it called? The Too Faced? No, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand. This is by far my favorite concealer. I think this is the third time I've bought it. I was obsessed with the NARS Creamy Concealer, but I like the applicator of this. If I can get the color that one comes in on this applicator, that'd be great. Same formula as this, but just the color. But I'm not gonna lie, the NARS one is a great formula. I'm actually gonna go in with that next. Okay. So I use the NARS concealer in the color medium to ginger. I wish I can get this concealer with a bigger applicator. Like, I love the coverage of it. It's great concealer, but I'm not a fan of this tiny lipstick applicator because, let's be real, the Shape Tape one, the Tarte one, it changed my life. Okay, do some and then we're gonna blend all this mess out. I like to use the Morphe G2. It's like a beauty blender. At least that's what Patrick Star says, and so I bought it, and I have to agree. I usually do the high, like my chin. Oops, got hair in my face. I usually do my chin and my forehead first, because I like the concealer under my eyes to sit a little bit. I don't know how YouTubers or people that do makeup put concealer right here, because I always make a mess. I have to go back in with like, I don't even know how they put the lines there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying to be cool, but that didn't come out right. That was a fail. So I'm gonna go under the eyes and just, this brush fits perfectly under the eyes and it just blends out concealer like a dream. If I don't use a beauty blender, I use this. But if this is dirty, I use the beauty blender because it's a little easier for me to clean than a brush, in all honesty. So I've been loving using the Biore charcoal soap to clean my brushes with. It's amazing. It's a big bar of soap too. So you can just wet your brush and kind of like swirl it, and it just cleans your brushes great. I actually cleaned some of my brushes this morning because I was gonna film. My plan was to film at 10 today, but I realized a lot of my brushes for face were dirty, so I flushed them and let them dry. So Hours later, 2 o'clock, here I am, beating my face. Okay. So this makes your under eyes look poppin'. Then I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier powder. I usually prefer to set it with a beauty blender, but my beauty blender's dirty. So we're gonna just put some here. And then I'm gonna take, I don't even know what brush this is. It's by BH Cosmetics. It's the 114 brush. And I don't like applying this with a brush because I feel like the powder sinks into whatever brush I put it in, and I don't like that, but we're just gonna tap it all over my face. Like that. Okay. The eyes, make sure we set the bad boys so they're not like moving around. We want to keep our under eyes popping and bright. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I've been loving the Becca Sunlit bronzer in the color Ipanema Sun. I don't know. It's a really beautiful bronzer for my skin tone. I love it. Came out in the summer. I hope this is permanent because I am obsessed with this. So I'm gonna just bronze my face real quick. I love this brush for applying bronzer because it's big. I don't have like little skinny lines, and it just blends out perfectly. Like so. It just blends this out perfectly. I also am going to take some of that on my forehead. I like to use this same brush and bronzer to do my nose when I'm in a rush. I just kind of place it and move it, and it just gives me a good like nose job. My noses are fairly small. However, it kind of looks fat a little bit, so I like to contour it. I do a little bit of bronzer under my lip just to, you know, I do a little right here, light hand, because I want to, you know, everything to match. Okay, so that's enough for that bronzer. I am gonna go in though with the Ofra Blind the Haters by Nikki Tutorials highlighter. It's really bronze. I'm trying to think, do I want to use this as a highlighter today? Because I feel like it's kind of too dark to use as a highlighter. It looks nice on my nose and stuff. So I'm actually going to go in with this brush and like press it. And I'm going to use it to like make my skin glowy. And just put it where I put that bronzer. Whoa, okay. Yikes, I don't think that was the best idea, but holy smokes, pigmented. So yeah, that's like really glowing. This is turned into a night look. Oh, I like it though, it's pretty. Oh, in the summer, this is gonna be nice. Yeah. Okay, so I added the green liner as well as some lashes off camera, and that's how it's looking. I don't know if you guys can see like the green in it, so I'll turn you up close. So that's the green liner. And then I applied these lashes. They are by, what are they by? Allure. They're by this brand, but it's the silver box. No, the gold box. Those are the ones that I purchased, and those ones I have on. I was gonna wear these, but then I have to cut them, and I didn't feel like cutting them. These are already cut because I've worn them yesterday. So just applied those. They're very, very, very dramatic, which I like. I am gonna add an inner corner highlight. I'm just gonna add that Bali Ofra highlighter. Like right in the middle. That. Just to make my eyes pop a little bit. I feel like for me, because my eyes are so small, I have to do, I don't know, I do a lot trying to make my eyes look bigger. I put more eyeshadow. I like put my eyeshadow above my crease and then I'll like extend it out just to give the illusion that I have more like, I don't know, like big bold eyes, which I don't. So then we're gonna go in for a lip. For the lippy, we're gonna do the Urban Decay 1993 lip pencil and lipstick. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first. Make sure, I like to wipe them off. Okay. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with the liner. I don't overline my top lip as much as I used to, more so the bottom. I never really understand with liners that come with lipsticks. Like, I always feel like the liner is lighter than the actual lipstick itself, which I don't really understand because I feel like it should be darker. Just, I don't know. I haven't used, this is a new one. I purchased this lipstick a long time ago and lost it, but I remember it being darker than the lip liner. Yeah. It's darker a little bit. I remember this color being different all in all. Before they changed the packaging, I thought this lip was a lot browner. I don't know if I like it anymore. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out and see. It's definitely a different color than it was before, I think. Or I'm just losing my mind. So anyways, so that's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below, what do you want me to do next? What color eyeshadow looks do you want me to do? I do have two of the NYX and my Element eyeshadow palettes. I got the Morphe 35O palette. I'm gonna get 3502 palette. I have the Soap Culture palette, which I personally like. Just let me know down below, what do you guys want me to do, what type of look next? And yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and please come back. Bye.